Hey girl, hey. Hey my love. How are we? Hello my loves. What's tea? What's going on? How are we doing? I have to zip this up because I already know that y'all are going to try to look at my cleavage if I do that. So. Someone said you're back on IG. Yeah, girl, because IG's finally working. Honey. How are we doing, ladies? What's the tea? What's really going on? Someone said we missed you. I missed you too. Well, you know, I was sick. I was not feeling well. So I had to rest. I had to rest this body, honey. I had to rest it. Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I'm a dating coach for Black and brown women. I can coach anybody, but my work is centered on the Black and brown woman's experience. Okay? So please understand this. I don't care who you are. I'll coach anything and everyone, but that's what my program's all about. So I come on live because I'm here to help you. Okay? I am here to help you level up your love life. Okay? Some people say, we know. Girl, I have to tell the girls, because sometimes they don't. Yeah? So, what am I here to do? I'm here to talk about love, dating, relationships, men or women. I don't care what you get into. Honey, it's 2025. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Someone said, are you single? No, I'm married. I's married. Been married for over a decade. 3 children. Married with children, girl. Just like the show. Yeah? So, how do we do this? You ask questions and I answer them. That's how it goes. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be asking questions. Please don't get mad at me if I don't get to your question. I'm going to have thousands of people on TikTok and hundreds of people on IG. So, yeah. So, please be patient with me. I'm going to do whatever I can for God and my country, as my mother would say, and help y'all get closer to your love lives. And by the way, if you want to do this work on a deeper level, please go to the link in my bio. Check out booking a consultation call with me or listen to my podcast. Now, here's the tea, girl. I might be booked for the month. And if you find that is the case, please email me at anwar@getyourguycoaching.com so I can help you out. Okay? All right. Now, let's see what's going on. Someone said, Atlanta men who work in the Amazon warehouse. I would date one of the robots in the warehouse before I would date a man who works in the Amazon warehouse. And that's on, those men are dangerous. Those men are packing boxes and packing women daily. Do you hear me? My stepdad has worked in those sorts of warehouses, and he tells me that those men are wild. Wild. They will let anybody work there. No shade. Someone said, do I save their lives? Yeah, I put them on YouTube the next day, or my team does. Okay? I know for some of you, it's past your bedtime because you're a golden girl. So you can check out the YouTube link afterward. I'm in a mood, honey, and you know what that means. Someone said, why don't you make posts on gay relationships? Because I work for and with Black and brown women. Girl, I don't deal with the gays. I'm married. I deal with one gay, and that's my husband. That's it. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. And thank y'all for being here. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to share this tea with y'all. Yeah, I love what I do. I absolutely do. Okay, let me see what's going on here. J Bean said, is your email in your bio by any chance? It's literally on my profile. The Real Barbie said, you should interview the DL Whisperer. I've already interviewed him. We've already chatted. That's my sister. We are aligned when it comes to these DL men. A lot of these men are DL, no shade. My theory is because they're watching so much corn with a P, all they're doing is staring at the D girl, and it's making them gayer. When I tell you, some of these cities I walk in and I start to feel uncomfortable because there's too many of them. Where are the straight dudes? If I feel like I can take 2/3 of these men, that's a motherfucking problem. For y'all, not me, honey, not me. Not me, girl. I still got it, girl. I still got it, girl. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to say on that. Where are the boys? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. How did you know giving relationship advice was something you wanted to do? Well, I literally have been doing this ever since I was a little kid in elementary school. I was helping the boys talk to the girls and the girls talk to the boys. I was that boy who was double dutching with the girls and then for half of recess. And the other half, I was playing basketball and crossing over the boys. Y'all don't know this, but I'm like 6'2", 6'3", and I used to be like captain of my high school basketball team. I'm a big old jock, honey. So I literally played a ton of sports. So I was around boys all the time, so I know how they think. I know how they move. And then I was with the girls, and I know how they move, and I know how they think. And so, here's what I will tell you. Whatever you do, this might be a little bit controversial, but I don't really care. Don't listen to straight men that are giving you dating advice. Most of them are narcissists. And no shade, the gay ones are narcissists too, girl. I think if people are giving you dating advice, most of the time they're narcissists. They know how to manipulate people to do what they want. And that's why they're so good at this. Girl, I went through my narcissistic phase too until I had to do the work. Honey, I had to go into therapy. I had to stop, because here's the thing. When you know how to do things, you won't use it for your good. My heart was closed before I was married. And so what I would do is I would use these boys and these men for my own self-gratification and my ego. I would think to myself, how many boys can I get to kiss me tonight at the club? If I said 6, I would do 7 because of my ego. What did Beyonce say? I had a big ego. So I just want to let you know, because what you're going to see more and more is that all of these straight guys that are giving advice, they're going to get called out one way or another. They're dating women and they're playing them and they're love bombing them because they know that they know exactly how to work women. So literally every month I'm hearing about another straight guy who's giving advice that is shade, 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 shade. Yeah, so something to think about if it helps you. Yeah. Okay. I try to call her, but what's going on? Let me see. Caitlin said, I miss you so much, Anwar. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let me see. Where to meet men besides the app? Girl, here's the tea. Y'all are going to have to go outside. Now, I know some of the girls in the wintertime are acting like hibernating bears, but you're going to have to go outside. There are men out there that are active, that have a full life. Yeah? The way that I think about this in terms of going outside is you want to have a cheers place. You want to have a place every week that you go to at the same day, the same time, where everybody knows your name. I think it's important to have your own hobbies. Okay? I think that's important. So doing something outside of your house that is hobby focused. And then I think you should have a place where you hunt. That like you go there and you on the hunt, girl. It's National Geographic up in here. Yeah. Someone said go grocery shopping Sunday mornings. Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings are the best because that's where the men are going to shop for their meal prep. That or late night on a weekday. I'm talking like 9 p.m. Okay? If I was going to be hunting at the grocery store, that's where I would be. But I would mostly do it on a Saturday and Sunday. Someone said, I'm not going to lie. I go hunt at Home Depot. It's 50-50. Most of those guys at Home Depot are married. So if somebody's telling you to go to Home Depot to find a guy, most of them are married and they're going to Home Depot because their wives told them that the door is broken and they need a replacement. Yeah. Okay. And I always say this, but I think it's very important. When you're going outside, I think it's very important for you to go to places that have either a visible or invisible velvet rope. What does that mean? You need to go to places where everybody is not going to be. So, even though it's cute and fun to go grocery shopping and regular shopping at Walmart and Target, you might not be able to hunt well there. I would be at a Trader Joe's. I would be at a Whole Foods. Yeah. I would be at a Trader Joe's. Trading Joe's. Someone said, I need help with dating outside of brown men. Go to Pro Bass Shop for the white men, honey. Go to Uniqlo for the Asian men. Go to the Guest Store for the Hispanic men. Yeah, go to Comic-Con for the nerds. Is that helpful? I hope it is, honey. Don't ever say I didn't tell you nothing. Okay? Go to those golf stores, those sporting stores. You think I'm lying, I'm not. Who do you want to get? I'm going to tell you where to go. Who you want to get? Who you want to get? Someone said not the Guest Store. No, I'm serious. Honey, those Hispanic men will go to the Guest Store with a wad full of cash. Someone said the farmers markets. I don't like those farmer market guys. If he has his own stand in the farmers market, yes. If he's shopping at the farmers market, no shade, I can probably get him, or he's probably some sort of actor or musician who has narcissistic tendencies. Bria said, Black woman dating divorced white male pilot. Advice? I would never date a pilot. Pilots have a God complex. Maybe those God complexes will reduce now that they're crashing a lot now. I don't know. But pilots are dangerous. They're dangerous like surgeons are, like lawyers are, like police and firefighters are, like military are. And if you don't believe me, ask any flight attendant. They'll tell you the tea. Someone said, what about run clubs? Run clubs are cute, but if you're going to a run club to meet a guy, it's the wrong reason. to go to a run club. And if I was going to go to a run club, I would never talk to a man who has his shirt off. And I would probably talk to the men that are walking just like I will be walking. Yeah. Someone said, church men who are not at the church, volunteer. Well, those are the men that are going to be about it, that are going to be living the word, not just talking about the word. Okay? Honey, those pilots are sleeping with all the women and all of the men. They're sleeping with all the flight attendants. That's why all of those gay flight attendants are so happy, girl. They always got a smile on their face. They're getting taken care of. No shade. No shade. The other thing I will say too is always go to, like, if you have a certain kind of guy that you like, go to the restaurant with that cuisine. And you don't need to go to the fancy places. Go to like the mid places, the authentic places. Yeah? Very, very important. Star JCT said, I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Monique said, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, ladies, for all of the love and support. And by the way, if there's anything that I'm saying that resonates with you or you feel like I'm spilling, don't be afraid to tap, double tap, triple tap the screen. Give me those likes. Give me those hearts. This is the last time I'm going to talk about this because I don't want to be that girl begging for likes. That's messy, and I'm not that girl. But just want to offer that. Okay? Okay. How about guys in finance? Guys in finance are often having dinners with clients and then going to strip clubs. Okay. Lynn's love lift said, gave a gift on the third date and it went so well. Happy for you, sister. Happy for you. I love when my ladies are successful in dating. I today got a wedding invitation for a wedding in June that I'm going to go to. So I'm super excited about that. It brings a lot of, joy to me to be able to do this work and have women find the love of their lives. So, if that's something that's of interest to you, definitely don't be afraid to book a consultation call with me. We're getting about 3 to 5 women into relationships every week and about 1 to 2 engagements a month. Yeah. Someone said NFL players. No. No. No to professional athletes. Okay. Someone said athlete. No. No athletes. Let me see what's going on here. What other question do you have? Get Wasted Goddess said, what's the best way to spark a small conversation with a guy at a gym? So the way that I think about it is you can be boring and simple and like give eye life and smile. That always works. I just think that's a little bit boring. I tend to think that the traditional way of engaging with guys and doing this, it's boring, but also it's actually kind of not going to be as effective as it used to be. Men are not approaching women in the same way that they used to, whether it is, based on being in a post-Me Too environment, whether it is just post-pandemic, and often because these guys many of them are in their feminine energy and also really sensitive to rejection. So what I think is you're going to have to be a little bit more outspoken or show that you're much more interested in these men. So I would ask for a recommendation. I would ask for help. I would give a compliment. Oh my God, I love that shirt. Where did you get it from? Oh my God, can you help me put this weight on here, please? Oh my God, you seem like someone who comes here a lot. If I'm looking to work my triceps, which machine do you think that I should use? And which actual exercises do you think that I should do? Okay, can you show me exactly how to do that exercise, please? Oh my God, you're really working those triceps. How long have you been working with those triceps? Is that all you do? That's it, ladies. Yeah. Okay, Reese said, dating as a plus-size, dark-skinned woman. Here's what I know. And don't mind me, girl. My stomach's been crazy all day. I think I'm pregnant. I think I'm in my first trimester. I think I am the new Brenda has a baby. Inappropriate. The girls who know. The girls who know how inappropriate that joke was. I am not Brenda. I apologize. I apologize to Brenda, and I apologize to all of the girls that were Brenda. Never again. Never again will I say that. Never again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Big Lex says, when a guy goes ghost and nothing has changed, what's the reason? I don't care what the reason is. There's no reason. I can give you 12 different reasons. It doesn't matter. If he ghosts, he's not into it and he's not ready and he's out. That's just it. Okay? Yeah. Thoughts on long distance. I love long distance. The thing is, the gag is that I think that your person might not be in your city, and that's okay. And, you know, when you're getting tired of, like, say, being on the apps in your city, put an app in a different city. Yeah? Put an app in a different city. Okay, thank you so much. Someone said you didn't answer the dark skin girl question. Okay, here's the thing. Darker skinned plus size women are gonna need to get with tall, skinny white nerds. That's it. Or you can get with, like, Black and Hispanic guys are gonna be into you. Obvi, no shade. And older men. Oftentimes, bodybuilders, any guy that is just hungry, no shade, is gonna be into a plus size woman. A guy that is half your size will be into you. Whoever just looks and is hungry will want you, will want to eat you, okay? So please understand that. You think I'm lying and you think I'm trying to be funny, but I am not. It is scientifically proven, okay? So if he grew up hungry, he's into you. So all those Caribbean men, those African men, no shade, they're into you too, but they're dangerous, so I would never recommend being with them. Prisoners, military men, they're gonna be into you because the government doesn't feed people well. So they're gonna be into you too, but don't be with them because they're dangerous, okay? Someone said, I'm gonna feed him. No, don't feed those prisoners, honey. Don't feed those military men. You think I'm lying, but I'm actually telling the goddamn truth, honey. You think I'm here for the gags. I'm not. Do you hear me? Someone said, who's dangerous? Military men, they're dangerous. Caribbean and African men are dangerous. All of that. So yeah, someone said, feed them in dust. I know that's right, girl. Oh my gosh. So, I hope that helps all the plus size girls out there. I know some of y'all think that nobody's checking for you. If they're hungry, they're checking for you. Those bodybuilders that have to eat a little piece of chicken and broccoli and like couscous every day, they want you. Okay? Yes, honey. Look for the hungry men, honey. I've got y'all going crazy now, honey. Yeah, the veterans will want you too, girl. But don't go with the veterans, girl. They got PTSD. And now they're not going to have any money. Trump's going to take it all, honey. No shade. So definitely I would not be into military. Anyone that has a government job, any sort of veteran, I would not be here for. Not now, maybe in 4 years. Okay? Nikki said, wildest advice ever. You think it's wild. It's actually very true. Someone said military men got benefits. For how long? For how long do they? That's my whole thing. Gonna have to date differently in a Trump administration. Okay? Someone said, Oracle said, you've been on one since the start of 2025. Because you know what? You're going to have to be on one for 2025. I hope that you understand that you are going to have to date differently this year and under this administration. You're going to have to be stricter with your boundaries, and you're going to have to be a little bit mean to these boys. Okay? Dom said, you were one of the funniest but most truthful people I've ever heard. I try to keep it real. I try to tell you the things that other people aren't telling you. A lot of these people will just give you like, inspirational IG quotes and think that they're doing something for you. I try to let you know like what I think is going to happen so that you can be best prepared. And sometimes people think I'm rude or do things for likes or to be viral. I don't really care. I talk to you like I talk to my best friend. These conversations, and I tell my best friend this all the time, it's funny because ever since I started chatting and telling y'all the same things that I tell my best friends, y'all start dating differently. Yes, honey, mean is the new nice in 2025. So please understand that. Someone said, I love you after 2 to 3 months. Red flag or green flag. I don't really talk in flags. I think that most men will fall in love after the 3-month mark. So generally, in my experience, it's been anywhere from month 4 in a relationship to month 9. Now, if he's Haitian or Nigerian, he's going to tell you that he loves you in the first month. But you have to understand that when they say that, it just means that they like you. Doesn't mean that they love you. That's the translation. Whatever these men are saying, divided by 10, and that's how they really feel about you. And that's dating math. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Yeah. The only thing that I would say I was talking about my plus size ladies, these bigger guys will also look hungry. Don't date them. Don't date them because they will project their own fat phobia onto you. Okay? So don't do it. Glam Tam Tam said, all this getting flued out is coming to an end with all these crashes. Well, girl, that, and also a lot of these people aren't going to have the money to be all flued out. Do you understand that we're going to have a recession probably in Q3, Q4? So the discretionary income for these men is going to reduce. It's going to come down. They're going to feel scared. They're going to feel like their job is on the line because the economy is going to go to shit. And so they're not going to be dating as much because like a date in New York is $150 per date. So they're actually going to be more like chatting with you online and via text before they even take you out. So that's why you have to actually set the boundaries really hard so that you're not pen paling with some dude that wants to chat with you for 3 weeks before taking you out because he doesn't want to spend money because we're in a recession. So this is how you're going to have to think during this Trump administration. So whatever Trump does, that's what you have to do with these men, honey. If Trump puts a tariff on anybody, you got to put a tariff on your punani for these men. Do you hear me? Girl, my stomach dead. If Trump is deporting these men, then you also need to deport these men from your life. Okay? Trust that. You think I'm playing around? I am not. I'm not playing. Whatever Trump does, that's what you need to do with these men. Someone said, do I help women in Canada? I sure do. Whatever he does. Do you hear me? If the tariffs are 25%, then these men have to invest 25% more in you before you're giving up the punani, no shade. Someone said, Anwar, thoughts on a Mormon because I'm literally the only girl he speaks to. What about a Mormon? Someone said, I just deported a man. Good. Good. Deport 2 more. There's too many of them here. Someone said, are you still on tour so we can meet you? I'll be on tour when my book comes out. You can meet me there, honey. Okay? Someone said, do you help Brazilian women? I help all women through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Hello. Bree says, does your dating advice apply for women who date women? It does, because ultimately, my dating advice is about feminine and masculine energy. Okay? And everybody has that. Okay. Okay, someone said, oh, I listened to you and started dating that nerdy IT guy, and baby, he worships me. I love it, girl. Let him hack into that punani, girl. I love it. I'm happy for you. Invite me to the wedding, honey. I'll be the flower girl. Okay. Someone said you need a podcast. Do you know I have a podcast? Do you know that my podcast is like one of the top relationship podcasts in the world, girl? It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. And actually, I have a new episode coming out tomorrow. The gag is that my podcast is in like the top 30 and I only publish it once every 2 weeks. I think it would probably be in the top 10 if I did it every week, but I just can't do that. It's too much. Yeah. Someone said light-skinned Latina here. Who is looking for this type? Who is looking for this type of men? I think everybody's into that, girl. I wouldn't worry too much about you. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast, so definitely check it out. Okay. Someone said, what's the T on military men? Okay, the T is, and I might get shit for this, but I don't really care. The T is, you have to understand that most of the time when the military is recruiting for men, they're going into the worst neighborhoods and looking for men that have no possibility, no path in life. So a lot of these men actually might not be men that had the most opportunity. No judgment, no shade. Just want us to think about that for a second. Number 2, you also have to understand that they might not have an individual thought. And what people don't understand when you're dealing with a military man is like, they're being told what to do all day, every day. It's basically a prison. And so when that happens, because men love fun and freedom, when they don't have freedom, they will overcompensate and try to gain back their freedom when they come home and they're with you. So because they literally have been controlled while they've been working in the military, they will come home and try to control you to make themselves feel like a man. Something for you to think about. So that's one thing. The other thing is, a lot of them have PTSD. So when they come home, all they see are enemies all around. All they see are risks and danger. And if they see you, they're going to think the same thing. So, girl, being with a military man is like being in the war. No shade. Okay? Very important. The other thing that I will say is a lot of these military men are gay. They're in the DL, especially in the Navy. It is well known that in the Navy, they get it in. Most all of them. We call it the Gavy. They literally, if you see the barracks, they're sleeping on each other. And I've talked to Navy boys, and they say oftentimes they're hearing this, and they're hearing that. So, honey, when you hear a military man say, I've got to get back to my platoon, my men need me, he really means that his man needs him. Okay? Trust that. Honey, girl, yeah, the boat is rocking. Girl, these men are they're on a honeymoon. What about the Air Force? Girl, same shit, just in the air. Someone said, I'm so disgusted right now. Why, girl? Why are you disgusted, girl? Honey, they're the ones that are protecting us. I'm like, do whatever you have to do as long as I have my freedoms, girl. No shade. Someone said, how do we feel about running a background check? You must. It's actually one of the things I'm going to be teaching my clients how to do in the next couple of months. You must do it now. Because once you do that, you will realize that some of these men are actually still married. Once you do this, you will realize that some of these men are actually on the sex offender registry list. Okay? It's a necessity. Yes, honey, somebody said the love boat. I know that's right and wrong at the same time. Someone said, what about Jehovah's Witness men? Honey, those men won't take no for an answer. You got to shut the door in their face. Jess said, were you ever in the military? Girl, do I look like I've ever been in the military? Honey, look at these hands, honey. These hands are white collar. I did do an engineering camp in the summer, and I realized that none of these people had an individual thought to their name. And I had to call my mama, even though I was not allowed to. My mom doesn't play around with me. So when she didn't hear from me in a day or two, she called the head platoon sergeant, director, whatever, and said, I need to talk to my son or I'm going to fly out there and I'm going to wreck shop. So I got a call and nobody else did. Because, you know, I'm a little thing. They'll snatch me up in a minute, honey. So she was worried. And I realized, I looked around there. Girl, they had to ask permission to eat. Girl, they had to square their beds. Girl, they had to walk like this every time you're in a corner, girl. Girl, they had to, every time they were outside, they had to line up in a line and they had to count off. Girl, that's prison. So anytime you're with a military man, and this is no shade, I just want to keep it real with you. You are dating and married to a prisoner with pension. That's it. Okay. Okay, whatever you do, don't record this shit. Don't send it to any military man, girl. They will hunt me down, honey. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the dating questions before they come and get me, girl. Okay. Oh my God. Everything is going so fast, girl. Everything is going so fast. I'm getting confused. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see what's going on IG. Someone said, don't say that. My son is in the military. Well, June is going to be close to us, honey. He might be coming out soon. No shade. Advice for dating as a single mother. Great question. I think it's important for you to understand that I think a lot of single mothers think that they are not valuable in this dating market. But I want you to understand that men that are relationship ready don't care. I think most men don't care. Men will sleep with you even if you're married. So it doesn't really matter if you have a kid or not. I want you to understand that. They will engage and they will try to sleep with anything. Girl, men are trying to sleep with dead people, no shade. So, like, I don't want you to think just because you have a child that, like, oh my God, nobody's going to want me. No, girl. A lot of men will want you. A lot of men won't want you, but a lot of men aren't relationship ready. That's important. So that's one thing. The other thing that I will say is if you're a single mother, you're actually forced to be in your masculine energy. So part of the work as a single mother is learning how to step into your feminine energy and allow and let these men like do for you. Because right now, and I'm a parent, so I get it. Like when you become a parent, your identity shifts from a woman to a mother. And what you're going to have to do is take that mother hat off and put that woman hat back on and let these men do for you. You do nothing with men, right? Which feels so counterintuitive because normally you're dictating everything. You're in control of everything. And so it can feel really scary because you think like, if I'm not in control, how am I supposed to navigate this situation? That's one thing. The other thing that I think is important is if you're a single mother, you're going to have to put yourself first, even before your children. And I know that sounds sacrilege for many of you, but here's the thing. If you're always putting your child first, you will just translate that over to a man and you will just put him first. And you'll be a second-class citizen in your own relationship. So you actually are going to have to put yourself first. And what does that look like? It looks like when you go grocery shopping, and you're just getting all of the favorite things for your daughter or son, don't do that. Get all of your favorite stuff first and then get their stuff. If you're that parent that is eating off of the plate of your child who hasn't finished their food, you're literally eating scraps. Uber Eats, DoorDash, and get the meal that you fucking want. Do you hear me? Someone said you have to be a little bit selfish. You need to be fully self-centered. This is what it looks like. Don't be that girl. Okay? Very important. The other thing is you're going to have to get a babysitter's club. So you're going to have 3 people that are going to be able to look after your kids in a second for those spontaneous dates and also those planned dates. So you're not thinking about it anymore. And someone from those 3, you need to have 3 people for your babysitter's club. Some of those people need to be family and friends that you don't have to pay. Okay? Y'all are saying, yes, selfish. Don't name it as selfish. Name it as self-centered. Because here's the thing, your future person is going to want to center you. And if you're not used to being centered and you're used to just doing the work and being in the background, you will find a man who wants to center himself. The other thing that I will say is you're going to need to wait to introduce your kids to him. I am serious when I say this. Step parent, you have to vet these men more than any other woman. Sexual abuse for children happen most when there is a step parent in the household. And I'm not saying that to scare you. You can find the research on this. I'm telling you this so that your eyes are open. You will need to do all of the background checks. All of them. I don't want you talking about your children or being a mother while you're dating. Jackie said, as an ex-forensic interviewer, I can confirm what Anwar is saying. Okay? When you're dating, you have to pretend like you don't even have kids, no shade. Can you hear me? Hold on one second, I gotta feel this. Plug in my phone. Girl, you're single again. What did Trina say? Single again, out on the prowl. Yeah, what kids? Okay. What does that also mean? It means that he cannot have access to your social media. Because I'm pretty sure you're probably going to have, y'all cracking up because of my Trina, honey. Honey, Trina got me through undergrad, girl. He cannot have access to your social media. Okay? Someone said, do you ever coach women in their early 20s? I don't. You have to be 26 or older. I'm in the business of getting people married. And a lot of men that are younger than 26 aren't serious and aren't ready to actually have a family. Okay? I hope that's helpful for all the single mothers out there. Chocolate said, tips when dating white men as a black woman. One of the things that I look for a couple of things. If he doesn't have a non-white friend in his circle, it's a no for me, dog. Like that he's friends with, generally. I'm also looking for, does he protect and advocate for you? As women of color, you will often go through a lot of micro and macroaggressions. And he's going to need to protect you from that. Does he do that? This is what you're looking for when you're on a date with him. When the waitress is not looking at you or giving you stank eye or a stank attitude, does he check her? When you're dating a white man, you will need to talk about race. And when you talk about race, you will need to see, does he give you space to lead that conversation? And does he honor your lived experience? Or is he quick to say, no, that's not how it is? The other thing that I look out for is, does he have any sort of understanding or interest around Black culture? Is he into some black shows or black music? In Germany, they call R&B and rap black music. Is he into any black music? You know, it's not a coincidence that there are a lot of white men that will help you with your hair, help you take out your braids, help you wash it. That those are the kinds of white men that are not scared of diving in head first, hands first into black culture. Yeah. So, something to think about as you're engaging with. I have a podcast episode called How to Safely Date White Men on my podcast, so definitely check that out. Now, here's the thing. There are different kinds of white men, and I'm probably going to do a video about this, but if he's a ginger, if he's a redhead, he's basically black. So the redheads are safe. Safe. If he is European, safer. Okay? If he has long hair, safe. If he is Jewish or Southern Italian, pretty safe. Okay? I'm trying to think who else. There's a certain kind of white guy. I don't know how to explain it except for this way. If he's scruffy, do you know what I mean? My friends and I call it like DWD, like dirty white D. If he's like scruffy, almost like, like a lot of those biker guys, safe. Yeah. White chocolate, not safe. Out. Okay. Someone said, Anwar, I'm not into white guys. Is that a mistake on my part? Well, I would just say, I would date everybody and see who treats you the best. Okay? I know that when women of color, specifically black women, date everybody, you will 7x your chance of finding your person. Someone said, what's white chocolate? Well, it used to be Travis Kelce, and it used to be Justin Timberlake. Like John B. What's that guy's name? Blurred Lines. He's white chocolate too. What's his name? Yeah, Channing Tatum is white chocolate, Vanilla Ice, Paul Wall, Robin Thicke, that's right. Robin Thicke is thin, this is what I hear. But that's for another story. That's for another live, honey. So I used to live in LA, and I knew a lot of girls who used to hook up with some of these boys, honey, and Robin Thicke is thin. A lot of these men, not packing. No shade. No shade. Okay? So yeah, Jack Harlow is white chocolate. Out. Okay? Okay, so, is that helpful? Tommy from Power, yes. White chocolate. Yeah, bald white guys, safe if they're over 35. If they're younger than 35, I think they're part of the skinheads. No shade. Gary Owens. It's kind of white chocolate. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. What else, ladies? What other questions do you have? Someone said Tariq's white friend. He's kind of white chocolate, but he gives more like Jewish Italian boy. Okay, what questions do we have about dating, ladies? Let me know. What's the tea? Oh my God, this is going so fast. I'm getting so dizzy. Someone said maximum shade to skinheads. You right, girl. You right. I was wrong on that one. You got me. Keep me honest, girl. Keep me honest. Well, I will tell you this. In Germany, when I was living there, ... Sometimes you just don't know who's who. That story will be for another live, girl. Someone said, I feel stupid for giving my ex another chance. Oh my God, I can't pause this chat. Oh, here we go. Thank you. My friend said to use him for something to do. No. Dating karma is real. You do not want to use men. Whatever you put out there, you will get 10 times fold. So every time you ghost men, you're going to get ghosted. Every time you use men, different men will come and try to use you. Keep your karma above water. That's all I got to say. Maddie said, what about if a man's family is racist? This is another reason why you want somebody, a white man, if you're dating him, to be able to advocate and protect you. Because at some point in that journey, he is going to have to defend you by some member of his family. Trust that. Same with Asian men. Okay. Yeah. Trace it, you're doing the Lord's work, helping our sisters. I'm trying my best. Y'all don't actually need as much help as you think. I think a lot of people will take this whole dating thing personally, and I'm here to just offer to you that the market conditions are just the most difficult that they've ever been. Okay? So realize that most of this is not about you. These are about the conditions. So for anyone that's embarrassed about feeling oh my God, I can't believe I need help with this. Girl, do you know people study years for the bar exam? And I want you to think about it as such. Dating is a skill. And for most of y'all, you were never taught how to date. Let me know in the comments. If you were not taught how to date, give me a hashtag not taught. And make sure that you spell taught correctly, or I will kick you out of this live. Thank you. Exactly. Do you see all the not taughts? And thank you all for spelling that correctly. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, someone said not taught. T-O-T. Sarah Parsley, you're out. Y'all think I was playing. I'm kicking you out, girl. We don't do that around here. Okay? So, I think it's important that... Okay, hold on. I saw an O. At L1D Lesfiso, T-O-U-G-H-T. No, ma'am. Now, if English is your second language, I will allow it. I will allow it if English is your second language. That's another thing that I want to share with you, ladies, because a lot of y'all will gag and shade these men who are not like writing, texting you with grammatically correct sentences. And sometimes it's because English is their second language. Don't shade them. Yeah, that's right. Someone said I'm dyslexic. Maybe the guy's dyslexic too, no shade. Don't shade the person who might have a few typos here and there. Okay? Or a lot there. He might not be perfect, but girl, he might know 4 languages. Kalia said, what if a guy cancels on you on the date last minute? Then he's dead to me. What do you mean? He's got to be overly apologetic and he's got to try to make it up to you in some way, somehow. And it must be definitely an emergency. I'm talking my mother is sick emergency. Someone said, every time you say no shade, you say the shadiest things. Excuse me? Excuse me? I thought when I said no shade, it like absolves me of any shade. That's not how it works. I'm not absolved. I hate it here. Yeah. Oh, someone said that's definitely how it works. Good. I thought so. That's right. No shade negates the shade. Perfect. I love it. Okay. Okay, let me see what time it is because I need my beauty sleep. I got like 2 podcast recordings in the morning. And I can't be looking. I can't have my Louis Vuitton bags on here. Yeah? I gotta look pretty. Someone said, such a busy girl. I know, and I love it. I love it. Someone said, circle back to Haitian men. I think the fuck not. I will not. I'm not circling back to those men. Someone said, how to book a session. Go to my link in my bio and you'll have everything there. Someone said, you need to go on Poor Minds. They reached out to me about 6 to 8 months ago. ... Candy says, I can't read you, he says. Explain more. It means that you're not expressing your feelings. It means you're not being vulnerable. It means that he doesn't feel emotionally connected to you, and it means that you're probably in your masculine energy. Yeah? So, that's what it means. Wait, someone said Anwara. Hold on. I can't even, do you see me? I'm doing this, trying to pause the screen. Y'all are acting out in these chats, honey. Tick, toker, tick. Who are you? You must be my people from a long time ago. Because people don't call me Anwara unless they know me. That's what they used to call me when I was out and about, when I was in the club. I had like an alter ego. So one of the things that it's like really fun before you go out is make sure that you have a going out name. Don't use your real name. You want to kind of, you want to put yourself into your alter ego, your Sasha Fierce. So my going out name was Antonio. And you also have to have a story. And my story was that I'm old money. My family is actually from like Bermuda and we have old oil money. So whatever your story is, you get to be fun about these things. Because guess what? Most of the time when you meet people in real life, it's not serious and it won't go anywhere. But it will still be fun to play the role. So in the chat, let me know what your going out name is. Someone said Roxanne. Lawasha. I don't know about that. Stacy. Tommy, Kristen, Ashley, Storm. See, that's what I'm talking about. Make your fucking name interesting. Don't give me Jen. Okay? So if you have a boring going out name, change it. And come up with an amazing story where it's interesting. Okay? Okay. Also, don't make your name a stripper name. No shade. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Good. I'm glad that y'all have a lot of names out there. Someone said, so not Diamond? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am. Okay. All right. What other dating questions do we have, ladies? I'm going to stay on here for another maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Do you think it's possible to find a serious relationship out at a bar? Very rarely. Very rarely. Talk to me about Hispanic men. What do you want to know? They cheat. Oh my gosh. Y'all are going crazy in the chat. Let me see what IG is talking about. Someone said he stopped spending. What do I do, Antonio? Don't call me Antonio, girl. We're not out in the club. Don't use my club name when we're not in the club, girl. Just like you should not be using my government name when we're not filing taxes. If he stops spending time, energy, money, then we do the same. Okay. Yeah. We should be dating 3 men at the same time. Okay? This is important. I don't want us to hyper-focus on one guy. That will kill you each and every time. I have about 7 women in my program right now that are close to exclusivity, and one of the things that I remind them of is after every date, there is a 50% chance that you will never hear from this person again. Just because you're later on in the courtship does not mean that it is promised. Nothing is promised in love and dating. Very important. Okay? I find it hard to talk to multiple men. Because many of you all are swiping for marriage instead of swiping to date. That's why. You're not dating. You're trying to marry. That's a problem. You need to date men. You need to date. Let men court you, show up for you. You think that you're going to go from 0 to 100 and then everything's going to be a fairy tale? No shade. But that's not real. The romantic part of dating is not like these apps are first talking to them. The romantic part of dating is when you understand that this person has the relationship skills and you do as well. And now you all are intentionally being courted and courting for something serious. But that doesn't happen for a while. A lot of us are thinking that every person that we talk to is going to be the one. 97 out of 100 guys that you talk to will not be the one. That you won't even probably meet them in real life. Understand this. The people are like, oh my God, I want to delete the apps. The same percentages are the same off of the apps as well. So you can delete the apps if you want to. But I think it's important to understand that you're still going to have 100 conversations with people out in real life to find 3 that you'll want to go out with and that are actually ready for a relationship and that are actually a match for you. Do the math. How many men in real life are you meeting every week? Please put it in the chat so that we can do the math. 0, 0. So it will take you infinity to find your man if you want to just get off of the apps. Someone said 2. So it will take you 50 weeks for you to find somebody. 1. So it'll take you what? A year and a half or so? You want to date online and offline. Very important. I'm glad that you all are keeping it real. So when you tell me, oh my God, I hate the apps, go ahead, go offline then, girl. And continue meeting your 0 to 1 guy per week. And see how long you're going to have to wait. I would rather get through guys quicker through apps than meet 1 guy a week and wait for a year or 2.5 or 2 years or more to find somebody. What do you think? If I'm lying, I'm dying. Erica said, eat us up. I'm giving Pac-Man up in here, honey. This is important. If you think that the quality of men is significantly different online and offline, I have something to tell you. It isn't. Now what? Now what? Someone said, you right, let me respond to these men. Respond to them, girl. Someone said, I actually want to cry, OMG. I don't understand why. If you went to college and you knew if you showed up for class every semester and after 8 semesters, you would get a degree, why can't we think of dating in the same way? Because what I know is that if you're consistent and you show up a little bit each day for 6 to 9 months, you're going to find somebody. But most of you all are giving up after 1 week, 3 weeks, a month. So of course, you're going to lose all your momentum in your dating results. So part of the work, because a lot of people are like, how does a dating coach help me find a person? Is working on your mindset so that you're not getting triggered by every other thing that a man is saying or doing to you. So that you can literally be consistent enough for you to find your person. That's the value add of a dating coach. Beyond helping you understand your blind spots and helping you heal. In the chat, let me know, how long do you keep your apps on before you stop them? A week? A month? Most people are saying a month, 2 months. Do you know that you won't get any sort of momentum until you've been online for 3 months? Someone said 12 hours, girl. Not a long shift. So, we have to have the healing and the mindset to be able to do this longer. Okay? Some of y'all are saying 2 or 3 days. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. Yeah, you will need about 3 months before you get any sort of momentum. So Lindsay said this live was tea. I try. Someone said, make a video on this. I don't want to. Because nobody wants to hear what this real tea is. And I don't want people in the comments talking about, I can't do it, it's too much, I hate men. I'm here to get the work done. And if you're interested in getting this done and doing the work to get your person and be ready for the best relationship of your life, I want to talk to you. I want to work with you, right? If you're at a place where you're not ready for that, I also want to honor that. And I respect that. But it's probably not going to be a really great fit. I want to let you know. Because I think a lot of people think that just because they book a call with us that we're going to accept you. If you're not ready to lean in and put your all into this and be resourceful and decisive, we're probably going to pass. Okay? I just want to let you know that. Because sometimes a lot of the ladies get mad when I say, don't think it's going to be a great fit. Someone said, if you're not my coach, I don't want it. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about tall women. What's the issue with tall women? What's going on? What's going on, tall girls? And when you say tall, what do you mean? Don't say, I'm 5'8", and you're talking about I'm tall. How tall are you? Okay, someone said 6 foot. Girl, go to the WNBA right now. Right now. You need to be representing our country in volleyball right now. Yeah? Okay. Someone said 4'11". Girl, go home. It's past your bedtime. Okay, so for my tall girls, y'all probably are going to try to want to be with somebody that's 6 foot and taller. And you have to understand that that's only 15% of the population. So you're already eliminating 85% of the guys out there. I think it's important to understand that just because a guy is tall doesn't mean that he's hot. Just because a guy is tall doesn't mean that he's going to make you feel feminine. Femininity comes from you. It's something that is innate within you. Okay? What do I say? I don't want, for my tall girls out there, I want you to go to Disneyland. I don't want you to go to Six Flags. What does that mean? Six Flags has all the scary rides where you have to be taller. Disneyland has rides where you get to ride everything. I want you to ride everything and see who treats you the best. I'm not saying that short guys are going to treat you the best because a lot of them have complexes. Napoleon T, girl. What I am saying, though, is that the average height is 5'8", 5'9" for a man. So don't shade a guy who's 5'8" and 5'9" just because you're Amazonia, no shade, and you're 5'10". Most of the people, when you see those videos of like proposals or weddings, a good number of the times the woman is taller than a man, especially in heels. But you don't see that because all you see is love. And so I just want to offer to those ladies out there that when people are seeing you, they're not thinking, oh my God, they look crazy. What they're saying is, oh, they look like they're in love. Happy for them. And to be honest with you, nobody's looking anyway. Everybody's on their phone anyway. So if you're still dating as if you're in elementary school and high school, thinking that everybody's looking at you when you're walking down the hallway with a guy, you're dating wrong. You're dating for other people and not yourself. And to be honest with you, the short guys, they're packing and they're probably going to work harder for you anyway. Yeah, Tom and Zendaya. something to think about and consider as if you're a tall girl in these streets. Go to Disneyland. Don't go to Six Flags. Shay said they do be packing. I know that's right, girl. God is an ironic God. Sometimes you be talking to some of these NBA boys, 6'8", and they got a pinky girl. A pinky. But then you chatting with some guy that can barely open a door, and girl is dragging on the floor. What's that tea? We're going to have to pray about it. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. Small, honey. Small like that free throw percentage small. Yeah, honey. Tripod tea. Someone said, I believe you. Believe it, girl. How do you know that Shaquille is small? Girl, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. He's on top of you, girl, and you think he's really doing something, but it's just because he's big and heavy. What you feel is his weight, not his weight, if you know what I mean. A lot of these football boys, small, honey. Small. Minuscule. I would always choose NBA over NFL. Honey, I want weight, honey. Do you know what I mean? Why are y'all laughing, girl? Yeah, honey, I said, I don't want to go to Red Lobster. I don't want the shrimp. Honey, I want the steak. Someone said, you're married. I know. So what? Honey, my partner loves me. The reason why I can talk all this shit is because, you know what? I'm not going anywhere, and my partner's not going anywhere. So, clock that tea. Someone said O'Neal is packing. Yeah, honey. Packing sardines. No, ma'am. I'm not doing it. LeBron looks small. What about Curry? Mid. I can't do this, y'all. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. They're going to come and get me. One time I was on live and people were asking me who's gay and who's not, and I was starting to spill tea, and I just realized that they're really going to come for me. Draymond? AJ Brown? Shamar Moore? Mid. Russell Wilson? Wait. Mid. Jalen Hurts? Mid. Aaron Pierre? Travis Kelce? Anthony Davis? Jamal Crawford? He's a little ugly, so. Idris Elba? Mid. Terry Crews? KD? Someone said, show your research. No comment. Jesse Williams? Kendrick? People thought that he was filling out the jeans in the Super Bowl, but the thing about it is, do y'all know how to check for the print? Because if it's like, let's say that this is like the jean. If it's sticking out a little bit here, people think that they're packing, but it's really just sticking out because it's so short. What you have to understand is like the men that are packing, they're wrapping it around because it's so long. Yeah? So generally it'll look flat like a Ken doll because he's got to put it somewhere. Or they put it right on that leg with the compression pants because it needs security. Do you all know that? Yes, honey. Tucked. 50 Cent. Roman Reigns. Anyone that is Pacific Islander or Samoan, I'm not even going to be clicking. It's just touch it like this. Trump, mid. Okay. The Rock. Okay. I'm not going to be speaking on anyone that is Christian. Someone said 50 Cent is gay for sure. No comment. Trey Songz. Chris Brown. Trevante Rhodes. You gotta be a pro with that one. That's all I gotta say. Cat Williams, mid. Drake. Someone said TD Jakes. I will not. Okay. Y'all, first of all, you all are pervs. Tyson Beckford. And you need to keep it in your pants. Shannon Sharp. Someone, y'all need to stop talking about Obama. There's a reason why his name starts with O. Because that's what he'll give to you, honey. Okay. Honey, yeah, y'all ask about them all because y'all are pervs. And that's why I love you. That's why you're my people. Yes, honey. Someone said Shannon ain't sharp. That's right, honey. Okay. Okay, can y'all stop perving out, please? You guys are going crazy. Someone said, I know Michelle satisfied. Love that for her. Someone said, look what you started. You know what? I didn't know that if I started something, y'all would not be able to finish it. Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop it, people. Put it back in your pants and let's keep the dating thing going. Elon Musk, he's small, but he's had surgery. And apparently it's botched. Pete Davidson? Okay. All right. Amore said, Anwar, you gave him an inch, and they wanted 12. Okay. Oh my God. Y'all are killing me. Yeah, you know, a lot of these guys are getting surgery down there. For the girth. They're basically, it's like a hot dog bun that they're putting around the hot dog. to give it a girth T. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you didn't hear that from me. Honey, I say this with love and respect. Y'all are gonna have to get a man. The way that y'all are going crazy for this lets me know that a lot of y'all need to get some. And I say this with love, and I say this with respect. It's insane. It's insane how crazy y'all are going right now. Someone said I do need some real bad. Girl, go to bed. Go to bed. Yeah, I'm patiently waiting for dating questions to give you all dating tips. Feralty. Feralty. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Y'all on the same boat, honey. Straight to hell, honey. No shade. I'm just kidding. Someone said, I don't even know what the topic is. I just started dropping names. Okay, let me see. How long do you recommend talking before meeting? I always say that if a man is not asking you out within a week before, like after you start talking, you should not be going out with him. Okay? Honey, let's stay focused. Someone said, what do you think about dating in your own profession? I wouldn't recommend it because then you'll always be in competition with the man. Always. Always. And no shade, but if you're following me, you're probably really smart and accomplished, and you will probably be better at your job than your guy is. Okay? Let me see what else is going on. Someone said, "Le struggle is real." No, that's right. Okay. A few more and then I gotta go. I just didn't know y'all were gonna go so crazy, honey. Someone said, early stage dating advice, please. So what questions do you have exactly? Nay, A10 said, how do I approach one of my kids' teachers? He's been giving out vibes, but nothing. Girl, tell him you need to talk about your kid after school hours. Maybe over the phone. Yeah. He will need to make a move. The way that you share that you're available is when you're in that teacher-parent conference, start sharing different topics besides your child and see if he partakes in conversation around that. If he does, then there may be interest there. If he doesn't, bring it back to the kid, girl. Don't be a perv. Someone asked me about my opinion on Middle Eastern men. I think that they are possessive and controlling, but great providers. I would say if his mom is insane, run away. Because if his mom is insane, he's insane. Trust that. Someone said coffee dates, yay or nay? Totally yay. Totally yay. For sure. Okay. People keep on asking me about guys in the Caribbean. There's a reason why when you travel, you always get sick. It's the men. It's the men, girl. Trust that. Whatever's in the water, They've been drinking it their entire lives. So they're full of it. Someone said, don't you think coffee dates are low effort? No, I don't. I don't think that they're low effort because they're getting to know you. They shouldn't invest in you until they know you. Let's flip that on the reverse. If every time a guy was going to take any woman out that he's dating and he's putting out all the stops and taking you to the best restaurant, every woman that he dates once a week, realize you're not special. And if he's taking you out, he's taking everybody out. You want somebody that is evaluating you and doing his due diligence with you to figure out if you are worthy of investment or not. If he's investing in everything, that's how he's treating his money. That's how he's treating his energy. All of that. He's just giving it away. That is not what you want when somebody is going to potentially be a leader in your home. I need us to understand this, especially if you are a Black woman. What I think is important, and I understand why you would think that coffee dates are low effort, because oftentimes so many guys that you have interacted with have been po. And so you are trying to evaluate their financial standing based on the kind of date that they are going to give you. Just because he gives you a coffee date doesn't mean that he's po. Actually, the richest guys will go on coffee dates first. You want to see how he invests in you after that date. I would never do a coffee date for the second date. Okay? So if you have a money wound, you probably are going to have an issue with a coffee date. If you have a neglect wound, you are probably going to have an issue with a coffee date. Okay? Someone said, what if you don't drink coffee? Get tea, girl. Girl, get a smoothie. Get a juice. Okay? I hope this is helpful for you. I hope that we've learned some things. If you want to do this work a little bit more deeply, you can definitely book a consultation call. The link is in my bio. We might be booked out for the entire month. If that is the case, send us an email, either support@getyourguycoaching.com or anwar@getyourguycoaching.com, and we'll find some time for us to talk to you. Okay? Good. All right. I hope this was helpful. I want to send love to you all. And someone said, can you please do the DL video and post it? I will. I'll do a DL video so that we all know who's DL and who's not. TLDR. Most of them are DL. All right, I'm out, y'all. I'm out, y'all.